Good morning, students. Today again we are going to continue accountancy banking transactions. So if the bank is involved, it is a bank transaction. Now examples: cash deposited into bank, any income of the business directly received by the bank, receipts through cash deposit machine, which is otherwise called as CDM, payments made by the customers through NEFT, RTGS, cash withdraw from bank, bank charges, payments made by check, and payment made by the bank as per standing instructions given by the customer. So these are all examples of the bank transaction. Now first one, ATM, automatic teller machine. So now you people will say immediately anytime money. No, it's a correct answer is automatic teller machine. That is a full form of ATM. So it is a computerized machine where it provides the customers of banks the facility of accessing their account for withdraw money or to carry out the financial and non-financial without the need to actually visit their bank branch nearby. So that is called as ATM. Now next, debit card. What do you mean by debit card? The debit card are used to withdraw cash from an ATM, whereas purchase of goods and services at a point of scale, that means POS, a customer can use debit card for the money he has maintain a balance in account with some restrictions. The next one, credit card. The card which are used to purchase goods and services at the point of sale is called as credit card. A customer can use credit card within the specified bank if there is no adequate balance in the account also, and the bank will levy some interest and other charges for using the credit card. So far we have learnt about banking transactions examples: ATM, debit card, credit card. The next we are going NEFT, National Electronic Funds Transfer. So nationwide, this system facilitate transfer of funds from one to another funds. So under this scheme, electronically transfer the funds from any branch to any person having an account with other bank in the country. The next one is RTGS, real time gross settlement. So which can be accessed as continuous settlement of funds transfer individually on an order basis. If we request our banker, means this RTGS facility can be done. The next is credit transaction. When there is no word for cash, means then those transactions are called as credit transactions. For example, an amount of rupees 3000 purchase of goods on credit. So it is clearly understood that there is no cash transactions involved. The next one is approaches. There are two types of approaches. One is accounting equation approach and the traditional approach. So underline those who are having the textbook, page number 34. What are the approaches of accounting? So first one, accounting equation approach. So we have only one equation in accounts, that is called as capital is equal to assets is equal to capital plus liabilities, or capital plus liabilities is equal to assets. So we may call it as two types. Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities, or capital plus liabilities is equal to assets. So this is the only equation we are following here. Then assets is equal to capital plus liabilities, that may include our revenues and expenses. Revenue means income, income by the way of sale of goods, rent received. Expenses means purchases, salaries, and other any type of expenses which have been incurred. Then next we are going. So exercise sums and all I will teach you separately. Then I am going to give you the introduction about the traditional approach. Traditional approach, which is included in the two folds. One fold is debit and the another fold is credit. So in each transactions, the double entry system can be followed here. Then again, this can be classified into personal and impersonal account. Personal account, which is relating to a name of the person, name of the city, name of the place. Then impersonal account means tangible real account and intangible real account. Tangible means which can be able to feel, to touch, to use. These are all tangible assets. Land and buildings, plant and machinery, and furniture. Intangible assets means which cannot be seen or touched. These do not have physical existence. Example, goodwill, patents, and copyrights. Then nominal account. Nominal account refers to all expenses and incomes and gains. Example, salary paid, wages paid, rent paid, interest paid. So these are the classifications of account. We have personal account, real account, and a nominal account. Under personal account we have nature, artificial and representative, then real and nominal, tangible and intangible. Then again next important thing you have to mark section B,